Hello everyone, welcome to a new video on gold. So what we're going to do in this video is go over the true premium sell areas and the true discount buy areas and how you can apply them to your own trading. So this should help you a lot when you're looking for areas of interest, where to buy, where to sell, and that will strengthen your own analysis. Links are all in the video description if you want to check out more information. So a little forecast for the people that are here for an update on gold. As you can see from the moment, we're just going sideways and using this as the top of the range and this down here as the lower end of the range. I'm not currently in any positions. I was in a sell from up here, but it looks like I'm going to get taken out at break even. So at the moment, I'm staying out of it. There's no real forecast to go over. So let me just start on a drawing. So premium sell areas and discount buy areas are areas where institutions and big companies and bankers are truly selling from and buying at. So these are areas we used on the chart to show supply and demand really. And we break them down into sessions. This is how we read them because each session has a different volume. So let's go over that first. So you got the Asian session there, and then you got the London session, and then you got the New York session. Asian session has the lowest volume. London session, so that's the size of the volume. Asian session has the lowest. Then the London has a bigger bit of volume. It has more weight. You get more movement. And then the New York session has the most. He is like the biggest brother. London session is like the brother a couple of years earlier. And then the Asian session is like the baby. So what you want to be following is the New York session, because most of the time they will make the biggest decisions. And then the London session traders will follow what the New York session traders are doing. So that's how I look at the chart, and that's how we approach discount buy areas and premium sell areas. This is how we can see how much volume is going into the market at these specific times and how much weight they have. So now we can apply that to the chart. So what we want to do is mainly focus on the New York traders because they have the most volume. So what we're going to do now is just focus on those areas and what they're doing at that specific time. So we'll go back a bit. We'll start here because I labelled it up. We can start down here actually. No, I'll start from current time. That'd be easiest. So let's start from this downwards move here. So the New York session. On this chart, it will show as 1500 hours to 16.30 hours. So in that time, you have all the New York session slots opening, all the session people coming in, and that is where you want to be focusing. That is the start of the New York session. So what we do is just go to the 1500 hours. So here on this candle, then we go to the 16 and 30 hours. So between here and here, all of the session for the New York session is opening. All the people are coming into the market, and that's when you get the volume picking up, and that's when we can read the chart. So what happens after this time shows you where all the volume is going. So on this day, you can clearly see they came into the market here and then started to sell off straight away, and that carried through all the way through the session until it got down to here. So what you would have here is, I use a grey area. You would have a grey area up here to show that they were selling from that height. All the way down here, you have a discount buy area, because you can clearly see they hit that level, and with big volume it went towards the upside and carried on all the way till close. So that becomes a discount buy area. Now you'd have to go in, adjust these times to your own trading. So if you're in the UK, where I am, at the moment it is between 12 and 1:30 the New York session starts. So everyone comes into the market at that time. That's when the volume starts picking up. And then it goes all the way till close. Now at the end of the month, when the UK clocks go forward, it will go back to 1:30, and it will go from 1 p.m. to 2:30 like it was before the New York times went forward. So that's when we go back to the old times. But I'll deal with that when it comes to it so you're not confused. Anyway, so you'd end up with a premium sale area like this and a discount buy area like this. So the next day, when price comes into that area, you would have a clear bias whether to sell or buy. Obviously, if it's premium sell, you're selling. Discount buy, you're buying. So going into the next New York session, we are here. You can see we've retested that and we've got a full reversal in that area. Then the New York session starts here on this candle. That's 1500 hours. And that is 16.30. So between this candle and this candle, everyone comes into the market. And they continue to sell all the way down to here. Come into that discount buy area, then they start to buy. But you can see it's not as much volume as that big downwards move. So this would be a discount buy area, but you're not expecting a great things from it because you're not seeing much volume being changed in exchange towards the upside. So what you do is drag that one along, and now you have multiple discount buy areas in that area. You would label that one up because that showed good volume towards the downside, and it was retesting this one up here. Now you go into the next day. As price comes up to these areas, you can see here, retest that area, get a nice downwards move. So even though it doesn't continue down, it's still giving you that reaction towards the downside. So now we go into 1500 hours, which is here on this candle, and then 16.3 is here on this big big green candle, and you can see that's pushing up towards the upside, and then they sell just as much volume towards the downside. So that would create a discount buy area here and a premium sell area up here. And you can see how they're layering up on premium sell areas from the past few days. Then we go into today. So we haven't had the New York session yet, but you can see how it's respecting this area here. And that's because this is a discount buy area, and we got a reaction from here, which is a premium sell area. Now if you zoom out, let's go to the 1 hour time frame, you can see how when we drag that along, that turns into the bottom of this consolidation. This is the middle, and that would be dragged all the way along there. And this is the top of your consolidation, and you can clearly see where they're buying and selling. And now you're getting reaction off the middle of that consolidation, and it's pushing more pressure towards the upside. So this to me looks like they're building up pressure for a bullish move up to break this area. That's just going on what we can see at the moment and how it's used the middle of that consolidation. So let's just go back a bit further. Let's go back to the 30-minute time frame, and we'll go back a few more days, and we'll just examine price. Let's go from here before that big bullish movement. And all we're doing is labeling up these areas. You can't solely trade using these areas, but they are it's a great thing to use so you can understand what the traders are doing and where they are buying and selling, and it gives you a faint bias on what you're looking at. So here we had a consolidation, so we're focused on the New York session once again. 1500 hours here. It opens, goes sideways, 16.30 is there, injection towards the downside, and then we just go sideways from there onwards. So this would be a discount buy area, but it's not a very strong one. So you'd label that up, but you wouldn't be relying on it. You've also got a premium sell area here from the open, and that volume is being pushed towards the downside, and it's kept within this big consolidation. So we have a discount buy area and a premium sell area. Now going into the next day, you can see how price used those areas. Retested this one, come down, retested this one, continue towards the upside. Now we broke that one and come back down, and now the volume is building towards the upside. And you can see there, it breaks through, retests that, and then continues towards the upside from that level. So it's just using that level once again as a supply area, bullish support area, whatever you want to call it. So now we move on to the New York session here. What happens? 1500 hours here and 16.30 here. So this one opens, pushes down, and they come in here. New York Stock Exchange continues towards the upside, and they continue to buy all the way till close. So what that shows is they come in this area once again, start to sell to a discount buy area. This now turns grey, and they all continue to buy all the way till close. So this is clearly saying we are buying from here and a continuation up, and they are retesting these premium sell areas and discount buy areas as they go up. So you can see we've got a retest here, buy again, retest here, and now they continue towards the upside, and that's when you get that big bullish move. Goes on to the next day. Now this one has already got a big bullish move, but we look at it the same. So 1500 hours here, and then that goes up 16.30, pushes down back to that level. So what these are also is key levels, and they are used to construct price really. And you can see if we put that as a discount buy area from that 1500 hour candle, you can see it got retested here. Price went over and also retested it here too. New York Stock Exchange opened here, so they sold price there, but it's not a very strong one because they pushed price down back to this buy area and then kept price sideways. So that doesn't really give much volume. There's not much movement in here. What you want is a big movement to a key area and then a clear buying pressure. So then we go on to the next day, and you wouldn't really use this because it's such a small range, but you can see how it goes when you drag that along, how it's used once again. So because it's such a small range, you wouldn't really use it to create a big move. It's more of prices coming into this area. You can expect a retracement. This day, you have 1500 hours here, 16.30 here. They are pushing down, 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 back to that pre-discount buy area. So this was yesterday when it was 1500 hours. And you can see how it's using that time as a key level, as a bullish support area. Pushes up, retests this area, and this is also a key time here. So this area holds a lot of key levels, and you can see it's retesting that area. Retrace, and then continuation towards the upside with the interest rate news. So this creates a discount buy area, and you can see it goes all the way till close. Now let's go out, and I won't carry on too long. I'll just do these last 2 days because then you can go back and back test yourself. So this day here, we look at 1500 hours. What is happening? So here, your price comes all the way down into the discount buy area from yesterday. You also have the interest rate news key level there. We go into the 1500 hours here. That goes up, comes back down, retests, and here we have the New York Stock Exchange. That opens and continues the bullish move all the way till close. So now this becomes a discount buy area. So there you have a buy area here and a buy area here that showed strength. Now here we have a breakthrough. So now we have an exchange. You have previous discount buy areas. Price has broken through those areas, but has now come back into that area, and what they're doing is exchanging those buy orders to sell orders, and that's why you get the big volume towards the downside. So when you look at the chart here, it is 1500 hours, and that is the 16.30. So within this time, the New York traders come in, and they are already exchanging their previous buys for sells and then injection towards the downside. I'm sure you've heard of that before, where it comes to a specific place and they exchange orders, sellers to buyers, buyers to sellers, or if they want to continue in the same direction, they try and get more orders in to fulfill the direction they want to go in. A bit like if you have an old-fashioned market and they all come together, you have sellers who are selling their products, and then you have buyers who are willing to buy their products. It's just an exchange area where people come together. And that's all this is. And then if you carry it on, obviously you can neaten up your chart. You're not going to want all of these areas on your chart. You could do it however you want. But the main thing is to focus on what they are doing within the New York session. And when it comes to these areas, you're likely to get price respecting those areas. Or in this case, you have an exchange where a decision is made and they exchange from their buys to sells. And that is the true understanding of premium sale areas and discount buy areas, and how to label them up on your chart so you can give yourself that little bit of edge when price comes into your area. So my link's in the video description. Feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people not really understanding on what time they should be labeling up. But it's quite simple. As long as you get that start of the New York session time, it always goes to close. So that is the price action you are analysing. Like I said, links in the video description. Feel free to message me. Take care. Have a good day and goodbye.